Hello there, welcome. I'm Daniel, this is Chris, and you're watching the Superhero Show. I think just one piece of news to tackle this week, and it is the announcement that Doctor Strange is actually happening. It's got a director.
Scott Derrickson.
Scott Derrickson. Who,
horror Helmer of Sinister and Exorcism.
Horror Helmer, easy for you to say. So we thought we'd tackle the question of who should play Dr. Stephen Strange.
Yeah.
Now, on Twitter this morning, we asked you to send in some suggestions. I'm going to go through 8 of the suggestions.
Yep.
You don't know what these are yet?
No.
I want to get live feedback from you.
It's exciting.
And then you've picked one and I've picked one.
Yeah.
Okay, so should we go straight from the top?
Yep,
You ready for this?
let's do it.
This isn't a big surprise.
Okay.
But it's one name that's been going around since the director was announced, and it is Ethan Hawke.
Yes, because Ethan Hawke starred in Sinister, and he was very good in Sinister, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Like, I don't think he has too much to do in that movie. Just look a bit horrified after seeing something. So it's a connection with Derrickson that's put Ethan Hawke kind of in the frame, notionally speaking. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
I'm not sure.
I find Ethan Hawke a little bit dull.
He's a very, very good actor. I think he's got a big year this year. Boyhood's coming out, which could be set for a lot of awards, but maybe a little bit bland. I don't know.
He comes across like as an intelligent individual.
Yeah.
So that's maybe a casting trait.
Yeah, and Strange is the most masterful magician in the cosmos.
Yeah.
Ethan Hawke maybe gives that vibe out, but
do you think he has that on his CV?
Yeah, no,
I've got that in my locker. So,
but yeah, maybe not quite got the charisma that they might want from this all-powerful superhero.
Okay, so let's go on to the second one.
Okay.
And this is a name that's become really kind of going around a lot this last week. Is Jared Leto? Now that is some crazy hair he's got in this picture.
Yeah,
that is.
Bonkers.
Magic hair.
I didn't realise it was behind us.
Magic hair. That's actually not Jared Leto, Chris. That's actually a picture of Jared Leto.
Oh, he is pretty, isn't he, though?
He is. Oscar winner now as well. Give it a little bit more credibility.
I've always thought that he has kind of an otherworldly quality to him that might work for the character. Yeah. And he's a blooming good actor.
There's something ethereal about him.
But equally, he takes himself quite seriously. If you ever see him in interviews,
Stephen Strange.
And would he do? He doesn't do many movies. I mean, Dallas Buyers Club was his first film in 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Would he do a superhero movie, or is he just also in it for the art?
A bit younger than maybe you'd want, perhaps. But it'd be interesting what age they go for in this. Okay, let's go to the next one. Adrian Brody.
I like Adrian Brody.
Do you?
That's a good one.
Really?
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting you to be so enthused about Adrian Brody. He's a big Adrian Brody fan, so I should have.
He's got an interesting face and sad eyes. Look, his eyes are sad.
You're describing him like some kind of puppy.
He does he looks like a puppy in that picture.
I suppose one thing to say about him is he's got hands. Yeah. Already played a pianist. Play a pianist, he played a surgeon.
Yep. He's a great actor. I could see him as the master magician, definitely. How about you? What your thoughts?
You use a lot of alliteration in the show. Master magician, Horror Helmer. I want you to keep this up. What do I think of him? I just can't see him playing it.
No.
Recently I see him more as kind of a comedic, dramatic actor more than. I don't know if he can carry the lead role in a big blockbuster. No. I don't think he's that guy. Right, next two are kind of associated. Number 4 on the list, Hugh Dancy.
Dancy,
yes. Any real power?
We got a few tweets about him, didn't we?
I find it difficult to have any strong opinion on Hugh Dancy.
Why is that?
That's what he inspires in me. He's just I think he's fine in Hannibal, but I don't have a strong opinion on him. I think he's just.
It would be good when he's doing the black magic. It could be Dancy in the dark.
Okay, let's move on.
Moving on. Mads, okay.
Yeah, so the other Hannibal chap. Now, we did casting on Doctor Strange way before it was even announced that it was actually going to happen.
We did casting.
We did it. And Mads Mikkelsen came up back then.
Yeah.
Is he just flavour of the month?
I do wonder. There was a few, I noticed, tweets about these two actors. Is it just because Hannibal's on right at this point in time?
Yeah, and I wonder if it's because Hannibal, tonally, you quite like to see that treatment for the Strange movie.
Yeah.
See, obviously, nothing supernatural happening in Hannibal, but there are surreal interludes.
Yeah, sure.
Surreal sequences.
Yeah.
And it's
dream
quite
sequences.
Yeah, and cinematography I think would work really well for Strange.
I feel like Mads is the more interesting screen presence than Hugh Dancy.
Yeah.
Having seen a lot of films with both them in, he's the kind of magnetic presence on screen.
I think he's great, and I can't even understand what he's saying most of the time.
I mean, either. I didn't know if I should say that or not. Subtitles, maybe subtitle Doctor Strange movie.
Maybe do the entire thing in Danish.
We're being xenophobic now. Let's move on.
Moving on. Number 6, Viggo Mortensen. Now, again, this came up way back when we first discussed his Strange as a character to be cast. He'll never do it.
Will he not?
No. Well, do you see the comments he put up about Lord of the Rings not so long ago? It seems like he has no desire to do a big kind of CGI blockbuster movie again.
He takes himself very seriously. He's an artiste. But 10 out of 10 for me, though. I could see him.
Definitely. Again, like Hawk, like what you need is a degree of haughty superiority to do the early Strange in intelligence, and Mortensen like exudes that, I think, as an actor.
Yep. Agreed.
Right, another actor associated with intelligence. Cumberbatch, come on.
Yep.
Benny.
I think every film is made 10% better by having him in it.
So Into Darkness is about 10% a good film.
Well, so the best bits are him. I think.
Of course. So what is it? Because are we getting blinded by the fact that he's just great, but is he right for the role?
I think. So I can't imagine him with a goatee. I was thinking about this earlier. I can't imagine him with a goatee, but he exudes intelligence. There's no doubt about that. I mean, he is a smart guy.
Commanding.
He's an Oxbridge graduate. He looks good in a long cloak.
He's not.
Is he not?
Manchester University.
I thought he went to Oxbridge with a friend of mine.
He went to like Harrow or some.
Oh dear, we should have discussed this beforehand. He looks good in a long cloak as he wears in Sherlock.
Okay.
I could see him. Yeah, I could see this. Could Strange have an English accent? Would that be acceptable?
He can do anything though. Cumberbatch. He's got. He can play dragon.
Okay. Yep. No, I'm saying yes.
He can do everything.
I'm saying yes to him.
Okay. Again, I think this might be another flavour of the month. But next one, Aidan Gillen, another British actor.
Thoughts on that one?
What accent would he do? Like, if you're asking him to do... Although saying that, as Carcetti in The Wire, he was brilliant.
Yeah, his accent was terrible in it, I thought.
What, The Wire?
Yeah.
I thought he was fine in The Wire.
I thought it was all over the place.
Well, you haven't... Brace yourself for Game of Thrones.
No, I have seen bits of him in Game of Thrones. I've actually met him a couple of times. I can't even figure out his accent in real life. His accent in person is actually all over the place.
I picked this picture because he's got a little bit of grey. A little bit grey at the temples.
See, he looks cool there.
So I want to cast people mainly on the grey around the temples than any kind of acting. But he's a good actor. He's a very good actor, I think.
Okay.
I think I think Game of Thrones kind of lends that he's the smartest man in the room.
Yeah.
That he feels he is superior to everyone else, and that's why I think maybe people are like bringing his name up.
Yeah, he does exude superiority. He did that in Queer as Folk actually as well. Can I say no to him?
Say no to Gillen.
But you're saying a yes. You're saying a maybe.
Again, I don't think he'd carry a major film. I don't know if he is that leading man. I think he's more an ensemble actor. Okay. Right, now, number 9, your choice.
My choice?
Yeah.
Bring him up. Look at that. He looks magical.
Yeah, because I found a good photoshopped him.
I didn't touch it. So if you don't know who that is, that's Joaquin Phoenix, who, again, is an actor who actually...
has a magical name.
He has well, he was Leaf Phoenix, I believe, before he changed his name. He... again, only really does serious projects. He's someone I'm not sure would do a superhero movie, but he is as magnetic a presence as you can get on screen, I think. And I can see him with a goatee and a cloak, doing levitating and all that kind of thing.
I really want you to get into Hollywood casting. You know what? I can see him with a goatee.
I think he would be an awesome... He's my number one pick. He's my MVP.
Oh, no.
He's my first player in the draft.
I've got to bring out my bloke now.
Okay, who have you got?
I've gone for Pedro Pascal. Look at him.
Pedro Pascal.
So obviously loads of people will recognise him now. He's an American Chilean actor, as the Red Viper from Game of Thrones.
So I haven't watched Game of Thrones lately, and I don't know who he is. So why would he be a good choice?
It's the first time I've really got to know him, as I imagine a lot of people have as an actor. He like swaggers around scenes and really dominates them.
Yeah,
he's probably the role he plays in Game of Thrones is a highly sexualised role. He's quite lascivious. The character's very confident in sexuality, which doesn't really mean much to Strange. But there's a kind of, again, a superiority there. Like, he knows, he has conviction. He slightly comes across as more intelligent than everyone else. Mm-hmm. But I think he just has real magnetic presence. And I think that would... let's face it, Strange is going to be a very difficult role to play.
Yep.
There's going to be a lot of CGI. It would be great for the filmmaker because it really gives them carte blanche to imagine anything on screen that you want.
Yeah.
But for that actor, you're going to have someone with really strong presence to basically act while they can't see anything going on around them. It's going to be a lot of CGI work going on.
Yeah. So that sounds ideal for Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll have to check this guy out then. But there's some good choices there, though.
There's lots of choices, and you know what? It's probably not going to be any of them.
But one day, someone that we
could
suggest here, it will come up, and then we'll be able to replay the clip every week.
So those are just a handful of your suggestions. As always, if you've got a better one, send it in.
Or let us know your favourite out of those ones.
The very catchy email address, IGN_UK@IGN.com. Say it really quickly, just for clarity.
So write to us and tell us why Joaquin Phoenix is the best.
Or on Twitter, it's probably easier.
Yeah.
Until next week.
Thanks for watching.
Have a lovely weekend.
Cheerio.